Beneath the quiet rain falling over the Amazon plain, there is a layer of dark earth that has been slowly breathing for 2,000 years. Inside it, ash, broken pottery, the quiet remains of palm groves long gone. Every inch of that silent soil still holds the memory of a civilization that most of the world forgot existed. Before we go further, if this is your first night here, hit subscribe and leave a comment telling me which city you're in tonight. I read every single one, and for a completely clean experience with no ads, follow us on Spotify, link in the description. Now, take a deep, slow breath in and let it out. Let your shoulders drop. Let us travel to the Amazon. The Amazon is vast. It covers almost half of the entire South American continent. It holds roughly 20% of all the fresh water flowing on our planet. For a very long time, the world looked at this giant green space and saw only wilderness. They thought it was completely untouched. But the earth remembers. The jungle has a very long memory. Imagine a time long, long ago, more than 12,000 years ago. The air is slightly cooler. The very last ice age is slowly coming to an end. Small groups of humans step into the thick Colombian jungle for the very first time. They walk down through a natural mountain gateway from the high Andes Mountains. They step out into the endless green basin of the rainforest. They share the forest with giant, quiet creatures. Massive mastodons walk heavily among the trees. Giant sloths move slowly through the damp shadows. The ancient American horse wanders the open plains. We know this because these early humans painted their world. They left thousands of quiet paintings on the rock cliffs of Lindosa. They painted with red pigments using iron oxide minerals taken straight from the earth. They painted the giant animals of the Ice Age. They painted plants, human shapes, and the quiet magic of their rituals. They did not feel separate from the jungle. They were simply another living being of the forest. Time passes, slowly, quietly. Between 8,000 and 9,000 years ago, they begin to experiment with the soil. They become brilliant, patient master gardeners. They domesticate dozens of different plant species: manioc, sweet papayas, chili peppers, tobacco, cacao. They manage the deep forest without destroying it. They create quiet, semi-domesticated groves of peach palms and Brazil nuts. Their population grows into the millions. They manage the deep forest without destroying it. They create quiet, semi-domesticated groves of peach palms and Brazil nuts. This endless garden provides for them. Their population blooms. Eventually, millions of people were living in this vast green basin. Watch the screen as the lines now draw a sprawling city, a city made entirely of earth. In a remote place called the Llanos de Mojos in Bolivia, there is no natural stone. So the ancient hands shape everything from the mud and clay. They mold heavy clay graters to carefully prepare their daily manioc and corn, to protect their beautiful gardens from the deep seasonal floodwaters. They build massive raised terraces. These terraces are 20 to 30 meters wide and hundreds of meters long. They stretch geometrically across the flat plains. They function perfectly, protecting the food for over 1,000 years. The ancient people leave a huge, undeniable mark on the landscape. The white lines on the screen gently draw a pyramid far away in the high jungle of Peru at a quiet site called Monte Grande. A giant pyramid rises from the green. It is incredibly tall as a 5-story building. It is carefully made of clay, heavy stones, and dried reeds. It is deeply ancient. It is over 5,000 years old. This means it is older than the famous pyramids of Egypt and Mesopotamia. On the very top of this quiet structure, there is a beautiful, mysterious shape, a stone spiral that unwinds slowly like a sleeping fern in the damp shade. Deep beneath that spiral, resting softly in the center, there is a tomb. a high-status individual seated in a quiet, fetal position. The stone spiral expands outward from his head. It represents the endless cycle of life, the beginning and the end of all things. It is a map of the cosmos reaching toward the night, sky, and the ancient stars. At another site called Kotoka, another wonder stands in the dark. There is a massive platform made of carefully moved earth. It covers 50 acres. In the middle of it, a pyramid reaches 70 feet into the warm jungle air. It is a place for grand ceremonies and administrative gatherings. Around it, 18 different structures form a huge urban complex. But these are not cruel, rigid empires like those in other ancient parts of the world. They do not have massive irrigation systems that require strict, centralized control. The wet, humid air makes it impossible to afford grain. So instead, they build tight, friendly networks of autonomous towns and villages. They live together, tens of thousands of them in regional centers. They share the hard work. They share the quiet forest. They eat very well from hunting and fishing. There is deep solidarity among the people. The world is perfectly balanced. But then the balance shifts. The 16th century arrives. Strange ships appear on the distant edges of the world. Europeans arrive. They bring things the ancient forest has never seen before. They bring invisible, deadly illnesses. Epidemics sweep silently up the deep rivers. The ancient people of the Amazon have no immunity to these diseases. It is a quiet, totally devastating storm. Most scholars estimate that within a single century of this first contact, the great cities fall entirely still. Around 80% of the indigenous people vanish. Perhaps as many as 8 million souls are lost forever. They are lost to the sickness and later to the harsh violence of settlers and rubber tappers. The geometric agricultural canals run dry, beautiful. Raised terraces are left untended. The quiet groves of peach palms grow entirely wild. The jungle, patient and slow, simply walks back in. Vines wrap around the broken clay bowls. Deep roots swallow the sacred stone pyramids. The forest completely reclaims the cities, hiding them in the deep green shadows. When outsiders look at the Amazon hundreds of years later, they see only empty trees. They assume it is a pristine wilderness, naturally emptied of people. The rest of the world forgets. The forest simply sleeps. Breathe in and breathe out. Let your body sink deeper into your bed. Hundreds of years pass in total silence, but today, the sleeping cities are waking up. They are not being woken with noise, but with light. A quiet, invisible light. Modern researchers fly small drones high above the thick green canopy. The drones carry a special remote sensing technology called LIDAR. The LIDAR machine sends thousands of tiny laser beams down through the dark leaves. The beams gently touch the hidden forest floor and bounce back up into the sky. On a computer screen, the digital trees can be gently wiped away. And suddenly, the lost world appears again. Perfect geometric shapes emerge from the darkness. Gigantic circular markings. Huge rectangular platforms. Underneath modern, present-day villages like the community of San Bartolo, LIDAR reveals ancient platforms built over 1,000 years ago. The people living there today are resting on the exact same earth their ancestors shaped. And when archaeologists actually dig their hands into the deep dirt, they find something truly wonderful. They find Terra Preta, the dark earth. You see, natural jungle dirt is very sandy. It is highly acidic. The constant, heavy rain washes away all the good nutrients. But the ancient builders were incredibly wise. They did not fight the forest. They slowly fed it. They took ash from their quiet, daily cooking fires. They took crushed animal bones and broken pieces of clay pottery. They took leftover vegetable scraps. They folded all of this gently back into the ground around their homes. Over many, many generations, this transformed the poor sand into a rich, dark, highly fertile soil. It neutralized the harsh acid. It perfectly preserved the ancient bones. It kept the earth endlessly productive. It allowed thousands of people to live peacefully in one place for centuries. This dark earth is still there today. It is still breathing. People still use it for their farming. It still holds the memory of the careful hands that made it. It is a quiet masterpiece of survival, baked forever into the ground. Why does this deep memory matter to us now? Why do we tell this story as the night grows dark and quiet? Because the descendants of these ancient builders are still here. There are roughly 1.5 million indigenous people living in the Amazon basin today. For a very long time, their true history was ignored and nearly erased. They were told their ancestors were primitive wanderers. But now, indigenous archaeology students are uncovering the deep truth. Students from the Tariano and Tucano communities are digging into the dark earth. They are studying the ancient granite rocks in the river rapids, where their ancestors carved bowls to sharpen their fish spears. They are holding the heavy, polished stones in their own hands. It brings a deep sadness for everything that was taken from them, but it also brings a powerful, grounding pride. They are completely reclaiming their own story. Today, the beautiful Amazon forest faces very heavy threats. It is being cut down to make way for cattle pastures. It is being cleared for soy fields and endless mining operations. The modern world is destroying the ancient trees. But indigenous groups like the Kukuro people are using these new archaeological discoveries to fight back. Archaeology is no longer just about the forgotten past. It is a vital tool for their political struggle and their future. They point to the deep dark earth. They point to the ancient buried pyramids. They show the modern world that humans and the dense rainforest really can coexist. The ancient ones did not ruin the forest to build their grand cities. They managed it carefully. They nurtured it. They lived in perfect balance for thousands of years. This is a profound lesson left for us, buried safely in the soil. It is a quiet legacy of pure harmony. We can still learn from them. We can learn to walk gently on the earth again. As the fire slowly dies down and our journey comes to an end, I want to gently thank you for listening. If you enjoy these quiet, slow dives into forgotten history, you might find deep comfort in our companion book, Whispers of the Earth. It is a gentle collection of historical landscapes designed to calm an anxious, busy mind. You can find a link waiting softly in the description below. But for now, there is nothing left to do. Just rest. Imagine the warm, humid air of the quiet jungle. Listen to the very soft rhythm of the rain falling on the broad, green leaves. Feel the solid, dark earth beneath you. It has held the memories of humanity for thousands of years. It can easily hold your worries too. Let them go. Sink deep into the quiet. The great forest is sleeping. You are perfectly safe. Good night. Sleep well.